What's going on, everybody? It's the Wave Report. It's your boy, Young One Jonah.
It's your boy, Joe Waters, a.k.a. the Hydro Man.
Who?
Oh, yeah. This is last episode. This is last episode. This Tremonte 130 Dark Matter. What's going on, man?
You said the Hydro Man?
Abby, yeah, man. I mean, splash.
Nigga still smoking drug?
Hey, splash.
What's going on, fellas?
Pacquiao.
Hey, yo, Adrian Brown won for the Hood. The Hood won last night.
Not my hood.
Or 2 nights ago. The Hood won.
We disowned that nigga.
Adrian Broner won. He won every round.
Damn.
He ain't even have to throw a punch to win a round. He won just because he was from the Hood. The Hood won.
The reporter said, Adrian, you landed one punch in the 12th round. Do you really think you won the fight? Adrian Broner says, hell yeah. Just like when you order cheese on a cheeseburger, you for sure that you know what you want. I didn't see the correlation at all. He lost every round.
He lost every round.
He lost every round.
He lost every round.
Clearly.
I almost got knocked out. But he got a good chin.
You know what? I don't remember which commentator it was, but they said it best. Adrian's skill set, his chin is his best asset.
Yeah, got a good chin.
That nigga got a chin. He ain't got no hands, but he got a chin.
Hey, yo, Adrian Broner proves that you could talk and you can get big fights because he ain't been doing nothing against any major opponents in his last.
Been a while.
Soldier boy
It's
boxing.
been a long time since he did something against a major opponent.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He can beat up on the bums, but he can't beat up on anybody important. Period.
That's how you pretty much lose a career.
Yeah.
He'll be fighting against him.
I mean, what y'all fellas been doing this week, man? What's new? Holla at us.
What's new?
Yeah.
We got some stuff on the horizon
Facts.
that we'll reveal soon to y'all. Got some stuff on the horizon. Joe got some stuff coming up. I got some stuff coming up. Hopefully this man in the middle has an album dropping soon. Shout out to Nate.
16
The album
of 'em.
out.
Oh, yeah, Love and Loyalty did come out.
Yeah.
Facts.
shout out.
Israel. Y'all can follow him. Listen to his new album right now in stores at the moment.
Best project he ever made.
At the moment,
Hands down.
best project.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hands down, bro. You know, the government shut down this shit.
Oh my God.
The government.
Inform the people, you former military, inform the people how it affects the military when the government is shut down.
Well, it's a little different than, TSA agents and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
See, in the military, you can't go nowhere.
For real?
You can't do that.
See, I ain't know you couldn't go anywhere.
You can't just go home and say, I quit. You gotta work. Like, you have to work. Like, there's no option.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially for those down range, you know.
That's crazy.
So, my heart goes out to them fellas. The last time it happened when I was in the military, it didn't go on this long, obviously.
Yeah.
It was like 13 days, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We survived that. That's easy. But, yeah, man, it's rough for those that's in the military right now. And hopefully we can come together, as people, to help out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't do anything for somebody that's being affected, try to do so.
We almost at a month, man. Like, imagine how you could pay all your bills, like, without getting paid for a month. You know you're supposed to, like, save for a rainy day,
Y'all sell crack, bro.
but that's crazy.
You know
You
what I
got
mean?
Basically.
Pretty
Sell
much.
crack.
Gotta flip something.
Make it happen. How y'all feel about the shutdown?
I feel like it's pointless. I feel like it's for both parties to make a point, to prove a point to some. Correction. It's for one person and a whole party to prove a point to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And be honest, man, I'm a little over the dick wagering contest. Like, it's just, I'm a little over it, B.
I seen this video of this man. I forgot what he is. He has some important name. It's some big word. I don't know. He was talking about how Trump asked, like, the government for money for his wall, and he asked them for like $7.6 billion or $6 billion, and he said they gave it to him. And it's just, when he said it so casually, as if they just throwing money around.
Right.
And then he said they asked again, and they disapproved it. I might be getting the two conflicted, but he said they didn't have a plan. But I still don't think they have a plan.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they have a plan. I think it's an idea that he's trying to flesh out, and it's not going as planned, which, obviously equates to the shutdown.
The shutdown proves one thing to me, is that there was just pure, we can't let this black man win when Obama was in office. When Obama was in office, Y'all talked about he spent so much money. He spent all this money. Y'all had to get rid of him to cut spending. When the current president is already outspent Obama's entire term.
Ridiculous.
He ain't even been there 4 years yet. He's already outspent President Obama's term in full.
How much longer you think it'll go on?
I think he's got one term. I don't think impeachment makes sense.
You mean the shutdown?
No, the shutdown.
Oh, shutdown?
But speaking on what you're saying, I think there's a good chance he might get reelected. I don't hope that he get reelected.
I agree.
But I think there's a lot of people who still.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't care if he get reelected or not,
Why?
because it don't matter. This is what it's about. It's
Go
about
ahead.
the people, fam. And us as people got to come together more. It ain't about no political party, dog. No, who you represent. Like, that's gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people who denounce gangs and everything that they stand for, if you're a gung-ho Republican, you shouldn't say anything bad about a gang. Because I see y'all traveling worse than, you know what I'm saying, than any blood or Crip. You know what I'm saying? I see them on social media talking that trash. You know what I'm saying? Being condescending and whatnot. And that goes for Democrats too, man. Like, fuck your party. You don't fuck about your party. Care what you represent. Look, man, if you got ideas and the things that you hold dear to your heart, you know, as far as morals is concerned, stand true to that. Don't stand true to some political party who's going to turn on you when the next person enters. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't stand true on any one thing. People always talk about how the Republicans and Democrats flipped from back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do some research and go back to, you know, who helped and supported freeing slaves and you know, supporting black people more and whatnot. If you go back and you see how the parties flip, nobody is loyal to those certain ideas that they stand on. You know what I'm saying? Things change over time. You know what I'm saying? Different people come into power and things are continuously changing. But what about you? You know what I'm saying? What about you, the person, your community, and your family and whatnot? How about we just link arms and support each other? Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about them. Become self-sustaining, bro. Like, get your own money. You know what I'm saying? The best way you know how to, man. Fuck it. Grow your own food and shit, man. I'm about that life.
In the beginning of time where there was so-called government, there wasn't even a party system.
Right.
This is like man-made thing, and you know we ruin everything. Yeah. It's not like an American-based system. You know, we steal everything. We stole our, of course. We steal everything.
Half our languages.
Yeah, you know. So, and as we can see today, it's not really working out. Bipartisanship and all that stuff. Listen, people, don't get caught up in these big terms that these political people throw around. I know when you probably went to vote and you read over the stuff, you didn't know what half of it meant. Nobody does. People just vote to the best of their knowledge. And like Jonah said, man, be self-sustaining, look out for you and your family as best you can.
You got to, man.
That's why your taxes went up.
Y'all got y'all W-2s?
I don't know. I ain't even checked.
I don't even care. I ain't filing this year.
You ain't filing this year?
I'm taking a year off.
You got a few years to make a decision.
I'm taking a year off. I'll file when there's somebody else.
You'll file when it's absolutely necessary, when they're knocking on your door?
Nah, it's with the current office that's in place, I got to be rich in order to see something back on my tax.
Damn, Daniel.
You taking away all my money.
Hey, I got a question, though. What is, because we talk about, you know, government and whatnot, and I started to think about, you remember when Trump was talking about the NFL? We didn't have the show at the time, so we didn't get to talk about it too much. But you remember when he targeted the NFL, he called it, you know, sons of bitch, the players and stuff like that, disrespecting the anthem and all that. It posed a question in my mind, like, is there ever an inappropriate time to speak on social issues? Like, is there a such thing as an inappropriate time to talk about the shit that matters?
No. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if there was. When was the civil rights movement ever okay to be had?
Talk about it.
When was it okay to protest ever? But wasn't there was progression through most of those protests. So you could talk about it whenever you need to, when injustice is being had. The goal is to stand up for it. Somebody don't like how they're being treated about something, you stand up for it.
That's a fact.
That's my answer. Simple and plain.
One party is always going to have their panties in a bunch.
Always.
Facts.
That's always. It's always.
But if you live your life scared to offend somebody, you ain't living your life at all. You gonna piss somebody. I piss people off every day just by being black and being happy about it.
Right.
Preach, brother. Preach.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be. I refuse to live my life scared to have an opinion or to say this is wrong.
Right.
Some people need documentaries, R. Kelly, to say that something is wrong. Some people need.
That was fair. That was fair.
Some people need things to say that something. Some people need other sheep to say something is wrong before they can stand up and speak for themselves.
That's right.
If I see something that's wrong, I can stand up and say it's wrong.
Uh-huh.
How you feel about it, Tay?
I don't think there's an inappropriate time. I do think in our time with all the information we have available, there is such thing as an inappropriate person to speak up at a certain time. If you don't, if you're not able to articulate your ideas and your thoughts in a coherent manner where it can even be receptible to the general public, you probably shouldn't speak on anything. We have this big, we like to, I guess, hold people to different levels of leadership, like entertainers and basketball players, LeBron and all those guys. We want people like them to speak up, and rappers and stuff. But if they're not knowledgeable on the topic and they don't read, they don't know what's going on, because a lot of those people live in a bubble, just like the government. A lot of them live like in a certain sector of society where they can't relate to the average working class American. So they can't really speak for us. We have to speak for ourselves, which is something we preach here at the Wave Report.
If you look at it like this, like those guys may come from where we came from,
Right.
But in all honesty, they only lived there 16 years. And they got out. They went to college or something.
Immediately.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, life as they know it is much different.
Yeah,
See,
it changed.
People like us, you know, 30 years in the hood, you feel me? Like, we got to see every aspect. We get to grow up in it. We got to see the fine, you know, the nuances of what it's like to live in, you know, this kind of society. They can only relate to it somewhat unless they do major research.
Right. That's right. Because I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
man. I love Lil Wayne as an artist. Did not want him talking about black issues at all.
I do not.
Because for one, he don't care. That's number one. He don't really care.
It's obvious.
And secondly, although Wayne is intelligent, he's intelligent musically. He's not intelligent about like societal issues and things about that are plaguing our community. You've seen it in every interview he's done. He'll say like something wild that has nothing to do with the question that's asked. And I think that's a diversion. So I think we should be careful on who we're picking, which you should just choose yourself and speak up. Who we're picking to speak on our behalf.
Even when Hurricane Katrina happened, let's measure the entire response by Lil Wayne at that present time. He did an interview, and I quote.
What did he say? Because I don't remember this.
And I quote, "Man, my hood got destroyed. I ain't really care about certain areas because my enemies live there, but Holly Grove got destroyed, and we need to get it back on point, and we don't have a president that can help us get it back on point."
Yes, he said that for real? I gotta look that up. I ain't know he said that.
I never heard that.
Yeah, me neither. I ain't know.
Who was it? Who? Wyclef. Wyclef Jean, when the Haitian earthquake happened. Wyclef was asking everybody, "Yo, I need y'all to donate. I need y'all to donate. I have a page set up where y'all could donate." But at the same time, there was a page already set up, the Red Cross Red Shield, where everybody was. So it was like, Wyclef, are you asking for money, or are you trying to actually help people? Like sometimes, Young Thug, right in the middle of, I believe it was the Trayvon Martin trial. He was somebody put a camera in his face and asked him, "Hey, do you care about social injustice?" And his response, still to this day, baffled me. Is, like, I don't care about that. I'm making money,
He said that?
bro.
Where
That's
would I be at?
that's the interview he did on. He did that interview, I believe it was at before the MTV Awards.
My bad, man.
But he did that before the MTV Awards, and literally just like it didn't matter. Like Black Lives didn't matter to him at all. You got to pick.
I gotta look at this stuff.
I remember President Barack Obama in the time of when there was a school shooting in Sandy Hook. It wasn't a black situation. It wasn't a Black Lives Matter situation. But he was the voice that made it as equal We needed something. We needed to come together as a person, and said literally, if any of these children were black, we would have activated and we would have stood behind it. So we needed everybody to support the families who lost somebody at that time. That's something a leader says. A leader doesn't divide and just say, well, my personal agenda doesn't match with this.
Yeah.
A leader actually steps up and says, we all hurt when one person hurts,
leader knows
and
how
we
to
can
galvanize
all
the
heal
truth.
together.
Right.
Absolutely. So I believe there's leaders out there, but I believe there's a lot of trash ones who try to play the role who shouldn't even have the title.
Yeah.
Why do we do this as a society? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do we hold athletes, entertainers to a certain standard like they're social leaders?
Because you worship people who can do something that you can't. Anybody right now can go.
fucking sad.
Anybody right now can go to a gym and pick up a basketball and go shoot it.
Yeah.
Because Michael Jordan could do it with his tongue out against competition and win a few championships with it. You think that means he's God? I know people who literally talk about Michael Jordan like he is their Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
He's a regular ass nigga.
Yeah.
Just another person.
Who
He
don't-
could jump a little higher.
Yeah.
But in
he get
18
shot in the hood like
in
anybody else.
1835, he'd been a slave to jump away a little bit quicker. Still, it doesn't mean that his voice should be magnified more than John standing on the corner who's saying everything that we need to do and can do to actually make a change about something.
Yeah.
But we worshipped it because somebody could shoot a jump shot. We worshipped it because somebody could put a couple bars together. But when we honestly, we're different in religion, but Common is a dope leader.
Yeah.
Common
Always.
literally took to the streets of Chicago and got people to register to vote to help Barack Obama become a senator. That's not looking at the big picture. Oh, we gotta vote for president. That's like, yo, I'll put the work to action. I'll do it myself.
Right.
A lot of times people, you know what? We follow people because they say it, but we don't necessarily got to see them do it.
Yeah.
You know, I really believe, I'm a firm believer of do it yourself. You know what I mean? I love DIY.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do it yourself, goddamn. Look, man, we want to see something happen. We want to see some type of change. We should be the ones who initiate.
Facts.
You know what I mean? The ones who are affected by it the most. And I get it. Now, I get what most people will say, hey, this person has a platform where they can speak for us. Let's get them to speak for us. The only problem with that, because I get it, because they can reach more. They can.
Yeah.
It makes sense in theory. But the problem with that is they can't relate to the thing that you're trying to get them to stand on. Like they don't know the ins and outs of it. You know what I mean? They understand what they scroll down and saw on Instagram. You know what I mean? A certain article in relation to a certain newscast that they saw, but that's it. They haven't dived in and done their research on the situation at hand, and so they speak from an ignorant place, and it's ultimately to our detriment. And
Yeah.
we should stop that shit.
I agree. We should stop. I mean, American culture in general breeds sheep, so people don't think for themselves. They don't think about their own thoughts and getting their own perspectives out there. They look for somebody to pick who closely aligns with what they believe. But the moment that person says something that they don't believe at all,
Cancel.
they don't. Yeah, come on, man. Twitter be destroying people, man.
Facts.
Destroying people, man.
Until the shoe is on their foot, they'll never know how it really feels. That's some
agree.
sad shit.
Think for yourself, man.
Please do.
DIY, do it yourself.
Do it yourself, goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey, let's turn the page though, man. Let's turn the page. We got heavy early. Almost as heavy as this weight vest I got on.
Why do you have that
Why do you have
on?
a
Matter of
weight
fact.
Are you with child?
That's a good question.
Are you practicing?
No, honestly, I'm trying to get my speed up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Where are you running? You doing something?
I don't
illegal?
run, my nigga. I walk. I'm trying to walk fast. Fuck running. I ain't in the military no more, nigga. I don't play ball no more, nigga. What I gotta run for? I got guns and shit.
Hey.
What I'm running for?
Hey.
What am I running for, man? Nah, I gotta get my walking speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not true, but that's a good reason. I just came up with it off the top of my head, so it makes
man.
sense.
Yeah, you doing a walkathon? What time is your walkathon next
My
week?
walkathon, I'm doing a 4K.
Yeah.
That's a nice TV.
Do it. Do it, man.
What size?
4K, nigga. I don't know how long a 4K is. Man.
Nigga, I know you ain't doing a walkathon, so what size TV you talking about trying to
Oh, you don't believe I'll do one of them?
Facts. I dare you to do a walkathon. 4K, 5K, 1K, half a K, 7, the letter K. You wouldn't do none of it. Walk in the shape of a K, you wouldn't do it.
Do me a favor. Whatever cause is walking, coming within this next, I ain't got no watch on. The next month,
You won't do it.
hit me up. I'm doing it. And Joe got to do it with me.
You won't do it. I'm cool with it. He won't do it.
Now, if it comes to running, we running like, cross country and all that crazy shit. I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? If we got a sprintathon, I'm with that. Because I know I can do that and stop. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, with the walk thing, I'm with that too. He just challenged me, but he got to come with me. So we going to do it. And he got a place better than me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm always up for the challenge, man. I'm like Tom Brady, little brother and shit.
Stop talking about the second GOAT.
I agree. Peyton Manning the greatest. I don't give a fuck. Hey, look. I almost went off on another rant, but let me ask y'all this, because we did start off kind of heavy.
Yeah, we did.
What's the worst job y'all ever had?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, the worst job I had.
Does it have to just be limited to one?
Shit, you had multiple horrible jobs? Talk about it.
Worst job I had.
We in the middle of a shutdown. Niggas ain't getting paid to work. What's the worst job y'all had?
The worst job I've had. I'll tell you the worst job I had and the worst experience working at a job I had. The worst job I had, I used to work at this place. It's actually off 60. It's off 60. Like soon as if you're going down 50, you make a left on Adamo.
Okay.
And it's the Shells right there. It's not too far down.
Gas station?
Nah, it's not the Shells. But nah. It's like a warehouse. And I was cutting glass with a razor.
Oh,
I was cutting glass. Like they'll give you like a glass window and I'm shaving the glass off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing that. Me and Sharon, shout out to my brother Sharon. We was working there together. It was about from like 6 in the morning to like 7 at night. There was no fun. That's all we did. The glass would come. We would shave the size of the glass with a straight razor. The razor Tupac had on his tongue. Y'all remember that? With a straight razor. And we would do that all day. That's probably the worst job I had because we didn't get paid much. But
Damn.
The worst experience I had was my first job ever. I worked at UPS. I was 16 years old, staying, with my stepdad, my mom. Mm-hmm. I didn't get paid for a month and a half. And I think
You said UPS?
Yes, I think I didn't get paid because I was a young kid and I was being taken advantage of. Because I didn't speak up for myself at the time.
You don't know nothing about labor laws and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if it was like, it wasn't like I was in the streets or I was like, because I always spoke up for myself, man to man. But that was my first time in a corporation. So, like 2 weeks passed and I would go up to them because I didn't want to go to like my parents. I want to like, I'm becoming of age. I want to handle things on my own. So I would go up and I'd be like, hey man, I ain't got a check. They're like, man, we working on it, man. It's just a little glitch in the system. And me being 6, I'm like, all right, man, but it's my first job, so I'm happy. I know they can see, yeah, this nigga here is green. So I think they was taking advantage of me. And then finally, like I told my stepdad, and then like I got paid the next day. Like he went up there, he was like,
But did you get back paid for all the bullshit?
Yeah, I got paid for everything.
Nigga, hold on. Did
But
you
that
ball
was
out? Did you ball out?
Yeah, I was 16.
Man,
I was tricking everything.
AKA taking her to the movie.
It is
Her
tricking.
ticket.
It is tricking if you got it, yo.
Facts.
I don't hear this. It ain't tricking.
Facts,
if you
man. Y'all
got
gotta
it.
chill with that, man. You tricking.
What's up with y'all, man?
Jonah?
The worst job you had?
Yeah. I done had some jobs. Like, I don't even know which one's the worst. Crazy thing about it is I enjoy them all.
Really?
Yeah. I done had some jobs with niggas be like, I don't know how the hell y'all do this. And I've done it for years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a physical person, so I don't really give a fuck.
You never worked call center? Sit down?
Now that would be hell. I can't do stuff like that. I can't work call centers and stuff like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For multiple reasons. There's too many women. Number one. I be smashing everybody. All facts. Ask my wife. She told me I can never work in the call center. She told me
There do be a lot of women there.
She told me straight up.
There do be a lot of women in call
Yeah,
center.
man, I heard about it. Bro, I did an interview at a call center one time and I almost got some.
Oh my God.
No lie. Hey, but I think my worst job would have to be damn, I had some great jobs, bro. Alright, well, I worked at this recycling plant. And great pay, by the way. Which they gotta pay you good for the bullshit that you're doing. We worked 12-hour shifts. Shout out my cousin Corey too, though, because he was working there too. We used to
Shout out to Corey.
You know what I mean? Chance used to work there too.
Oh, girl?
Yeah, man, he was wilding. But this the thing though, inside of the facility, because you're melting lead, you like recycling heavy metals. You know what I'm saying? You're melting lead and whatnot. Inside of the building can get up to 120 degrees. It was hot as hell, bro. And you had to wear these flame retardant jumpsuits and whatnot, so you look like, you know what I'm saying, you was incarcerated, and they threw you in a incinerator. So it was freaking horrible, bro. It was horrible. You had to do that 12 hours a night. Yes, sir. Trash.
Dang.
Pay was good though. Things we do for money.
Facts. Worst job for me. Worst job for me. The first one, when I was 17 years old, I used to work at this vacation resort. So I used to sell timeshares. Before I got there, we was part of the crew that we would actually do the vacuuming for the timeshare. So like we would when people would be out their room, we would take the little buffer, not the buffer, but it's like a steam cleaner. Take it in the room, vacuum, wipe, clean the floors up and everything.
Right.
Seems like a simple job. The problem with the job was, well, I'm from the hood, and
You used to steal?
I used to steal all the time.
I never stole from a job before.
So was working it. Now at this time I'm living in Virginia. At this time I'm living in Virginia. It's so you got Busch Gardens in Tampa. There's another Busch Gardens that's in Williamsburg, Virginia. There's a resort right beside that Busch Gardens there, and that's where I was working. I would literally go in, we'd clean the room, boom, 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 boom. It would always be a two-man crew. If you weren't working with the manager, because you'll always probably grab something, you know what I mean? It's a terrible thing, but you go through a wallet, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I was a terrible kid. The reason why it was a horrible job is you were held accountable for everything, even if it had nothing to do with you. So I go to work one day. This is one of those days where, Monday and Tuesday I'm always good because I went to church on Sunday and I'm trying to live my life right. That never worked out, but I was trying.
Yep.
So Monday and Tuesday, the spirit was still there, so I wasn't really, crazy or whatever. So Monday, I remember like it was yesterday. So Monday, we go in, we do the steam clean, we do everything. My man's like, yo, nah, I don't want to do it. I'm going to walk out, boom. Everything is fine. We get ready to leave. We pack up everything. Like 5 or 6 cop cars pull up. On this particular day, one of the rooms was set up. So there was like 5 or 6 cameras in the room. It was set up to where they were running a sting operation on the people in the room. Because they were selling, they were selling multiple
timeshares.
No, let's be real. They were selling drugs.
I thought you were about to say selling pussy.
Nah. It was some hard white moving out of that room. So my man found, the bread, and he took some of the bread. The police thought he was taking the dope. They pulled our van over, so he had to get checked. It's the only time in my life, I don't even like admitting this, the only time in my life I ever got strip searched. Terrible situation. And then the job filed paperwork for every complaint that they got. They put all of that on us. So since I ain't have nothing on me, I was good. My man had to go up the creek for a bit. Boom. But that was a horrible job because...
What year was that?
That was 2005. Like March Madness 2005.
Want to hear something crazy, bro? That same resort... when I first got into the military and I got out of training, I went to that Busch Garden and I stayed in that resort.
Hey man, if you lost anything,
No, I didn't lose anything. The girl I was with lost something.
If you lost something on a Monday or a Tuesday, won't me.
She lost it her first time,
Nah, but that job was horrible.
You're welcome.
It ended up turning into a legal situation where I just wasn't a fan of it. The worst job, if just plain Jane worse, McDonald's. My very, very first, I'm gonna try to live my life right job was McDonald's.
They like they be having fun back then.
I had fun working fast food.
So when I worked at McDonald's, I'm gonna be all the way honest. I just actually picked up my little sister from McDonald's today, and she was talking about how she only get paid a certain amount. So I used to bucket that. I used to literally be like, I'm not happy with my pay, so I'm still in food. And I used to have a car. True story. I used to have a, what was it? It was I can't remember. It was a Toyota Celica, 1987 Toyota Celica. It had no muffler. You could hear me coming half a mile away.
It was teal.
No.
That's always like the color, right?
It was gray. It was gray. It was gray. It was a stick shift. I had a hole in the bottom, so if I went over wet spots, the water would come shooting in the car. So what would happen was every day I would leave work. I would have like 5 or 6 bags worth of food because my mom would put an order in. My lady at the time would put an order in. Her mom, her brother, her sister. I hated it because I became the free food plug. I hated McDonald's, and it was right beside that same Busch Gardens, which was like the busiest spot. Everybody leave a park and then they want to go get something to eat. This McDonald's had a line all the time, and I couldn't stop stealing McGriddles for myself because I used to think they would taste like pancakes. But yeah, that was the worst job I ever worked, and it wasn't good. I used to work at a call center. Facts. Call center. I would never work at another call center again.
Unless you're trying to get AIDS.
No. I never went that far, but call centers just always were.
Man, it's
Wait,
always
where did
somebody.
that come from?
Hey, man, it's somebody in there.
How you get AIDS from a call center?
Because you're going to be smashing everybody and somebody burning.
Nah, bro. Call
Hey,
centers.
that's somebody burning, statistically speaking. Somebody's burning.
Hey, yo, shout out to anybody who works in a call center and still remains loyal and faithful to today's spouse.
Not many of them. But
But for the ones that are,
No, they loyal and faithful on social media. Call center, they butt wild.
it's possible. But if you don't have to work in a call center, salute to you. If you do have to, salute as well. I'm happy to not be in that culture no more.
You remember when I was flipping burgers at the mall?
Yo, so I've known him literally since I came to Florida in 2006. I've known him 13 years now. It is 2019. 13 years now. There was a period where I would go to the mall I actually work in now, and my mans would be working at the little Five Guys in the mall, flipping burgers. But I always give him my order because I give him a tip. You know what I mean? I was one of them dudes where it's like, I'll never ask you if you need bread. I just slide you a little, boom, put it right there. And I'm half of the reason why I got fat is because he would be giving me extra burgers. And you're only supposed to give a cup of fries. My man would be giving me a bag full of fries every time I pull up. It's all facts. All facts. I'll be like, yo, let me just get a burger and let me get a small fry. Small burger or a mini, what is it called? The regular burger and then a small fry. This nigga give me 2 burgers, triple stack, and a whole bag of fries. Big facts.
Yeah. I had fun working in fast food, man.
yeah, man.
You ever worked in fast food?
I worked at a residential restaurant called Argos on USF campus.
It sounded like they were stuck up.
It never.
It was a good movie.
It was never not busy, man. Always the one thing about working in a restaurant. You won't have too much downtime. You have days, you have spots where people don't come. But on campus at USF, it never stopped, dog.
Could you work your job that you at right now for a month without getting paid?
Fuck.
I mean, could I, do I have money saved? That's what you mean?
Do you like your job enough to work it for?
No. What kind of question is that? Could you, nigga?
Nah.
Of course not.
Hell.
But some people love their job though.
That's like 5% of the population, yeah.
But no, so what I'm saying is straight up.
Nigga who owns
Hold on, time
Amazon.
out. If you a TSA
getting
agent,
divorced.
If you a TSA agent and you know, think about the job you work right now.
Yeah.
Somebody says, yo, you're not gonna get paid, but once you start getting paid, like, there's an issue with the bank. Let's say you know somebody like that. It's an issue with the bank. You gonna get your back pay, I promise. But I just need you to keep doing your job. Would you keep working, or would you be like, nah, I'm out. I ain't doing that.
I would do what I have to do for me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I would do whatever I have to do for me and get a lawsuit ready.
Oh, yeah. That's actually... Take heed.
Straight up.
I would probably keep working. If that was the case, if they were going to pay me back pay, I would probably keep working. But I'm in a position I don't have to. Like I don't, I'm very frugal, so I wouldn't mind looking for another. That'll be. See, the thing with what you mentioned, man, that's an interesting question because you don't know it can end tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's a good question, man. Good question.
It's furthermore reason why I salute to everybody who works at TSA right now.
Real, man.
I know people complain about the lines, but bro,
I just saw something really dope. Sunrise, Florida. I just saw a post. A church gathered up $32,000.
Oh yeah.
To pay some of the workers so they can continue to work.
That's real.
Bro, that's the people coming together. That's community. That wasn't no government shit. No. That was real.
That's real.
We can do this shit together. Fuck the government, man. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah, because churches don't do that.
Fuck your political party.
I'm being honest, man. Some of the best. It's some. It's not a lot. It's not all of them, but I love hearing stories about that from churches.
Me too, because you hear so many fucked up things coming out of the church.
For real.
When you see something real like that, it's like, God, salute. There's some real ones left.
They give you hope.
They give you hope, man. Because they might turn out to be fuck niggas at the end of the day.
But you know what's weird? You know what's weird? Facts. You know what's weird? I would love to hear more stories about that as opposed to hearing stories about somebody trying to buy a plane or somebody buying their wife a car because they cheated or somebody closing the doors because there's a flood outside. Like, they give when it's negative news about the church, yo, you hear that so quick. But I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And I would have loved to have heard a story like that.
Yes, sir.
Because it shows that the gospel does exist. But
I wish I knew the church name to give them a shout out, but it's in Sunrise, Florida.
That go back to what Jonah was saying about us doing things for ourselves. If you have like a group of friends, y'all in a group chat or whatever, and somebody loses their job, all y'all chip in a certain amount of money to help them pay a bill or something like that. That's real fellowship. That's real true community. That's real community, man.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Black people, my nigga. Let's get back to that. Because we used to be like that.
Yeah.
You understand me? We used to be like that. Don't let them tell you that we've never been like that. You understand? We always been wild and selfish. No, my nigga. We used to actually have each other back.
You feel me? People envy the Jewish community because they follow that same principle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They put their money into their own. They help their own. It's.
And another thing, don't ever let nobody shun you and tell you that you are being racist by supporting your own community. When you got Little China almost in damn near every city. When you got a little Cuba, you can find a little Cuba. In Florida, you can find a little Cuba in every city. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but Cubans in that.
It's a little Haiti on my street.
You understand me? Like, don't ever let them shun you. Black people, we can come together and you ain't racist for it. And fuck anybody who don't like it.
That's real.
Black Wall Street, we back.
Real talk.
Nah, man, they killing. Who they killing? They killing the city girls because they ain't had no white women in their twerk video.
Listen,
that's a real issue.
If you are
people ask for
a
representation,
white girl who wanted to be in the City Girls video, your parents did a horrible job.
Hey, stop talking about Miley Cyrus, bro.
Hey, I can't help that she ain't got no ass.
Dog, I didn't know who the City Girls were until a month ago. I swear to God, bro, I didn't know who they were.
That's called promotion.
Most ratchet thing I ever heard in my life.
That's called promotion.
I love it.
That's like the new Love. That's like a Love and Hip Hop group.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I was listening to the album last night.
Wait, the City Girls album?
Yeah.
Like it was a Love and Hip Hop album. I was about to say.
Yeah, it's Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy.
Yo, they talk about like down to earth shit.
Yeah.
Like down to earth.
I'm have to give it a listen, man.
I don't know. The song I heard was "Lick It Baby, Stick It Baby." Suck up on this clit till you give it a hickey, baby. I don't know about down to earth.
No, I'm talking about so down to earth. Where the bit was talking about, you know what I'm saying, fucking her man who happens to have a girl. You know, she knew she was the side chick. That was her, like, side nigga.
I mean, SZA started that way.
No. In great detail. SZA was a little more cryptic with her shit.
Actually, I can't say SZA started it, but SZA.
No, she definitely didn't start it. No. Nah. I mean, Trina been talking about taking niggas men. Niggas,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So,
Lil' Kim.
You know, Kim. We can backtrack forever. Yeah. So I mean, they ain't doing nothing new, but they are explicit with this shit. Like, and I love it. And not that I want to glorify it or nothing like that. But I love it because it shows another side. Like, everybody who's rapping and just getting into the game ain't driving rapes and, you know.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Throwing hella bread. Like, Some of these niggas is balling out on food stamps.
Yeah.
You feel me? They talk about that shit. I like them girls, man.
Yeah, that's real.
They ain't no lyricists by far. They ain't nobody to watch like that. But you want to hear some down to earth ass shit, especially if you come from that, like I do. Shit, you gonna laugh your ass off. Like damn, they said that for real. They said that shit.
That's crazy. You mentioned Jonah. You mentioned and Joey. You mentioned Trina.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was like Monica Lewinsky. They go way back. Taking dudes, taking women's man.
Yeah, man, I go way back. Hey, Trina gave me my first wet dream.
For real?
Real talk.
Trina?
My first and only, by the way. Yeah.
What did you visual? You just like a poster of her? You visual like a video?
No, the poster came a lot later. My sister had a poster. You know the one where she got her legs on the couch and she got her arms on the floor, whatever. You can see her booty.
Yeah,
Top of
yeah,
that.
I remember you talking about.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I respect it.
Shows off the rails.
I'm just keeping it 100. What I do, it was crazy, bro. In that dream, I don't know what happened in that dream. All I know is she was in the hood for some reason. I was living in Oak Village in West Tampa at the time, and she was in the hood for some reason. This is in my dream. She was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I was looking over the balcony. I was like, oh shit, I Trina. Man, I was brushing the waves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. I jumped off of the rail. I'm off the second story. Landed on my feet. You know, cool. You know what I'm saying? No hurt, no bruise. And I bagged Trina, man. Took her back to the room. We didn't jump back up there. We walked the stairs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I banged Trina out of my dream.
It's really descriptive.
Yeah, bro. I remember it because it's my first and only. Like, I can't relate to niggas that, you know, I didn't know wet dreams was a thing. I was 14 when it happened, by the way.
I was about the same age, too. Or same age.
Yeah. Okay, that got awkward.
Yeah.
Nah, it's normal.
Nah, Erykah Badu for me. But I digress.
I love Erykah Badu. Hey, did you hear what she recently defended R. Kelly?
I did not hear that.
You know what? So let me say this. Erykah Badu's defense of R. Kelly was very sensible.
Right.
But we live in a... This is the thing that I got to realize. We live in a sheep culture.
Yeah.
So in the sheep culture, if you... Let me just say this. If you follow Erykah Badu, nothing Erykah can possibly do can offend you. Because you know how blunt, how real, how honest, how transparent she is.
That's the queen.
Like, literally, aside from talking about her kids' fathers, which she never does, she has an opinion about everything and says it very clear.
She can have my baby any day.
Very clear. Very clear. Beware of the Badu box. But very clear, she says everything that she needs to say. Her statement about R. Kelly, which I'll let y'all read it if you haven't, shouldn't offend anybody if you listen to her, if you follow Erykah Badu. But most of y'all don't even follow her. Y'all may see a repost on a social website, the Shade Room, and then y'all take it and then y'all develop an opinion. It's a sheep culture, bro.
I'm disappointed in her.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, we're not
That's
doing that.
That's the queen right there.
We're not doing that.
I'm totally against the R. Kelly situation.
Me
and
too.
I can respect what she said. It's real shit, man. It's real shit.
We're not doing
For anybody who didn't know, she said if any of the victims are turning around and become a predator, do we kill them like we did cows? You know what I'm saying? That's a valid question. Because we got to be consistent around the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same argument of pulling music from Spotify and whatnot. If we're going to really have a moral compass on the music that we're listening to, then you got to pull everybody.
Yeah, everybody's going.
What the fuck are we listening to?
Everybody's going.
Facts.
Your favorite artist is a fuckboy down underneath.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh my God.
because remember, the ladies, they were telling their stories and they didn't have anything to gain from it. So make sure y'all download Shanice's new album. Shanice. Make sure y'all download her new album.
Did she just sing?
Make sure y'all watch her sing the national anthem on the Pacquiao Bronner fight. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram because she had nothing to gain from any of this. She just wanted to tell her story. So make sure y'all follow her everywhere on social media, all right? Because it was very sincere. She only wanted to get the story out. Make sure y'all follow her. She got a new album coming out too.
She did
very
too much
soon.
of that anthem, bro. She did too much of that. You know what? We're gonna end the way report on that.
I don't even want to hear. No. Time out. Stop it. I don't want to. Don't talk to me and tell me a story just when you got something on the back end, bro. Honestly, those women, they don't even realize it. Yes, they put a light on R. Kelly, but their story still gets ignored.
That's a fact.
Their story still gets ignored because other people have. You know what? No. Let me stop. I'm not talking about shiny. Yo, if you have a story to tell about something, please tell your story. We want to hear your side of the story. Just beware of people who only want to broadcast your story for something to gain from it. That's my only statement.
Tay, final thoughts on this episode?
DIY. Do it yourself. Support those next to you. Don't look for idols. Don't worship these people. The regular people like you and I. They will perish one day. Do the best you can. And you try your hardest every day. Things will happen. Negative things will happen in your life. That's how life is. Painful things will occur when you least expect them to. The best thing you could do, the majority of your life, is how you respond to things. How you respond will dictate a lot of your life.
Joe, final thoughts?
I want to bring and address a very important concern in the community of man and woman. It does not make you look like a sucker if when nobody else is around, it's just you. Your lady is gone. Maybe she took a break, or not took a break, but she took a vacation to go somewhere. Men should never lay on fluffy pillows. The little, pink little pillows that women like to have. It's not a problem if you do it when your lady's not around. It's okay. It's okay. Ladies, it's okay if you wear your man's hoodie. It's okay if you wear your man's clothes when he's not around. It's okay.
As long as he ain't got on no bottom.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't wear. Ladies, please never have clothes with dick holes in it. That's just not that you should never have. Even if you wear my shirts, don't ever wear something with a dick hole, please. In my life, I can't deal with that. It's an emotional scar. Men don't want to see dick holes somewhere else that close, and they. There's not easy access for me. I don't want. Never mind.
Good point.
I just wanted to say, love yourself. Even when your lady is gone, it's okay. Make an evening. Have some time for just yourself. I'm talking about absolutely nothing.
Jack off.
Light a candle first before you jack off.
Big facts. Sometimes you look, man. It's okay if you doing something and your lady comes home and you still don't stop just because she came home. Nigga, get.
I heard women like seeing men do that.
Seeing men jack off?
Yeah, I heard some women like.
Listen,
We're gonna
The
talk
visual.
about. Hold on. We're gonna talk about that on the next episode. That's interesting as fuck. That's it.
No, time out. We control these episodes. Listen, if you are having an evening, a time by yourself, you're having some overtime by yourself. If your lady pulls up, don't stop. Don't stop. Just know, bro. Finish what you gotta get. Yo, you started this with a mission. Finish the mission.
See it through.
It's fine.
Finish on her. Let her know what she was missing.
Hey,
Final thought for me: don't work at a call center if you got a big. You will be slinging it.
oh my God.
Hey, follow us on Instagram at The Wave Report 813. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. For real, you under dig. Go to the Facebook and like that page too. We go live on that bit. We be wilding out. We talk back and all that good stuff. Make sure you comment, man. Interact with the kids. You feel me? Got anything to say on this episode? Feel free to put it in the comment. We're gonna holler at you. You understand? It's The Wave Report, baby.
No dick holes.
No dick holes.
Peace.